Welcome back to the land of the League of Legends, where I am teaching you to, the basics of League of Legends, so you can start your path to become the master of the universe, and, yeah, you can take over that by playing League of Legends, apparently. I'm not sure how exactly that works, the logistics of it, but whatever. Today we'll be looking at the shop. Now, the shop is over here. If you start on this side of the map, if you start at the bottom left, he is right over there. He's a little, I'm not even sure what he is, like a little dwarven guy. He looks more like a rat of some type. Anyway, so here's a shop, and then right over here they also have their shop. Okay, and in order to interact with the shop, you can just like left click on him. A little money bag appears. There we go. Giant shop window jumps out at you, and it's fantastic. And you've got all of these items that don't make any sense. It's just gobbledygook, right? At this stage, I would recommend staying with the recommended tab at the top corner over here. You can go to the recommended tab, and that will help you on your path to greatness. Now, let's quickly look at some of the items here. First of all, you can select an item and then click buy. Now, the way this game works, and other games like this, they take several items, right, that you'll get slowly over the course of the game, and then when you have the right combination of items, they will combine to form a single, more powerful item. Okay? So, for example, if you look at this Archangel's Staff, now the basic thing is you get something called a Fairy Charm, and then you get something called a Sapphire Crystal. When you have two of those, or rather when you have those two, they combine to form something called the Tear of the Goddess. Then you get something else called a Blasting Wand, and then they fuse together, the Tear of the Goddess and the Blasting Wand, to create the Archangel's Staff. Don't worry about the names, okay? I'm just telling you the names. They don't mean anything. This item and that item, they combine to make the big shiny thingy, okay? Doesn't really care what it is. Does not matter. So that is how the items work. So it's better to go with, for example, the recommended items, because then it will be letting you get the items in a combination that allows it to fuse into a much better item, rather than going into the all items tab and just buying stuff willy-nilly because it looks pretty. Okay, though I would go with you. Some of this stuff actually does look quite pretty, but prettiness is not a factor which you should care too much about in this particular game. Okay, and for example, we will be getting the Tear of the Goddess. Let's select the Tear of the Goddess, and then let's select the Sapphire Crystal by right or left clicking on it, and then we're going to click buy. Boom, that just got into our inventory. You can see at the bottom left, or if you look on the shop tab, it's also at the bottom left there. We got a Sapphire Crystal. We can sell it back for 280. So you don't want to go and misclick. You don't want to buy the wrong things. Then we're going to select Fairy Charm for 180 gold and click buy that. And then of course that is in our inventory. And now that we have the two of those, we will pay an extra 120 gold for the two of them to fuse together. Click. Kapow, there we go, it's fused. Another important thing to note is the fact that you have 6 slots. So if you get anything above the 6 items, you actually can't carry them, and they won't help you because you can't carry them. So you can't really do much about that. So it also helps to kind of get the items combined to help with the inventory space, so that you can get more items, get more shiny things to destroy stuff with. Oh, it's just so delicious, isn't it? Anyway, so that is some of how you get the shop working. Now, how do you get the gold? We've just talked about the shop. How do you get the gold? How do you get the gold? Well, it's quite simple, really. You get the last hit on an enemy. The final killing blow. You land the strike that ends its life. So, for example, you've got these little armies battling each other. These are called minions, by the way. There's a little minion over here, that's a little minion over there. And the main thing to get the gold from these guys is you want to be the last person to deal damage to them, or the last creature of any kind to hit them. So, ooh, I'm getting AFK warnings. I'm sorry, fellow bots, because I'm explaining the game. It's just bots, they're not no players, because I'm not doing anything, so it's giving me an AFK warning because I'm doing nothing. Now, when you get the last killing blow on these, for example, when their health is extremely low and you hit it for the final time, it will pop into a whole bunch of money that will automatically just get sucked into your purse, and then you're going to be nice and rich, and you can go and buy yourself a yacht. Or a giant sword that you can kill people with. Your choice. And, of course, in the neutrals, right? Same thing, though they are easier to get the killing blow on, unless somebody comes along and tries to steal it from you, which is very bad manners, unless of course they're your enemy, in which case it's to be expected. The enemies, they don't have manners, right? They're not supposed to, that's just how it goes. And yeah, so you get the gold from killing the monsters in the game. If you manage to get the final hit on a tower, you will get the gold, and if you get the final hit on a player, you will get the gold. Though, if you are fighting a player with another player and they get the final killing blow, I believe that you get gold when you get the assist kill, but it won't be as much. Okay, it won't be as much. So if you want gold, you're going to have to get the final hit on things. However, another thing I would mention is, of course, the fact that when you try to get the final hits on something, don't steal it from other people. That is very bad mannering. It's very bad, okay? It's called kill stealing, and you don't want to do that, okay? It's worse if you're stealing, for example, a player kill. You know, they've gone and they've been fighting this guy for ages. They've done all the hard work, and you come in and get the final hit and get the goal. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. So try not to do that. Try not to kill steal, as it is called, and now they're going to get some gold because they just took down a turret or a tower or whatever you want to call it. And that is how you get gold. You go and you kill things. Try not to kill things that you don't deserve the gold from. Minions are fine. These little guys, you can kill as many of them as you like. Go ahead. Go absolutely insane, okay? And that's it for this guide. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in future guides, I hope. Ciao.